Hey everyone, welcome to Alice's Kitchen. Today we are celebrating yet another milestone. It is my birthday, and so it wouldn't be a birthday without a cake. One thing about me is I actually don't like lots of icing. If anything is to have icing, it will either be semi-naked or at least have some fresh cream. So for my birthday, I'm actually going to make myself a naked cake, and it's going to be a shortcake, and it will just be decorated with some strawberries and a bit of fresh cream. I will quickly take you through the ingredients that we are going to be using. Some of them have already been pre-mixed according to the stages. So in here, I've got 1 cup unsalted butter at room temperature, 2 cups of caster sugar. In this bowl here, I've mixed 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Make sure you measure and you level off your flour. 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and there's also 1 teaspoon of salt. In this jug here, I've got 1 1/3 cup of buttermilk at room temperature. If you don't have buttermilk, you simply measure normal milk and then you add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. You stir it together and you let it sit for 10 minutes. I've got in here 4 large eggs at room temperature. Lastly, I've got some vanilla extract, which I am going to add. We just need 2 teaspoons of that. We start off by creaming our sugar and butter on medium speed until light and pale. Depending on your machine, this can take about 3 to 5 minutes. As you can see, our mixture is now very pale, gone from the yellow to almost the white. So we are going to stop the mixing now, and you just scrape down your bowl. Now we are going to add our eggs one at a time, and we'll be mixing in between each addition until well incorporated. Now all our eggs are in. We are going to add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Next step is we are going to add our flour, alternating with our buttermilk. So flour will go in 3 batches, which means you start and finish with the flour, and in between you add your buttermilk. So the flour, the baking powder, and the salt, you're supposed to whisk them to mix them together. And I am going to put in the first batch of flour. You don't need to measure this, you just eyeball. I'll mix that on low speed to combine. Now I'm adding half the buttermilk mixture. And now our last lot of flour. Got my 3 tins that I've prepared here. They are 8 inches each. Ideally, you want the same amount of butter in each, so you don't have to be cutting your cake. You can use a kitchen scale to weigh. I've got my own trick of doing it. I've got this scoop that I use, so it's tedious in that you have to keep going 1, 1, 1, and then you repeat the whole process until everything is finished. Alternatively, you can use your measuring jug and just do 1 jug per tin until you're finished. So now we've got our 3 tins ready. We are going to bake them. We are baking at 160 degrees. That's fan forced, and that's for 30 minutes. And once they are done, We'll just let them cool in the tin for about 10 minutes and then we'll flip them over. So as promised earlier, I'm going for a naked look. So I'm just going to use some fresh cream, not much. And now for the final layer. Just a small 3-tier cake because we're in lockdown, so don't have any people to eat with, unfortunately. So for the top bit, I am just going to ice around the edges. And I'll give the strawberries a quick dust with some icing sugar. And there we go. Our birthday cake is ready, nice, naked, fresh, and delicious.